Hi, Albina. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you, Albina? I hope you're fine.
Hello. Good morning. Every nice. Ой, every nice. Говорю. Ой, very nice.
Uh,
Very nice. Today is weather um, is cold, but sun is very shine.
why is it today is a cold day for you in over there in your city?
Yes, minus 20.
My God. Oh, that's
27. Yes.
it's very
Yes.
difficult to wake up, right, in the cold weather.
Yes.
It's not
The people must be very moving.
true. It's very difficult to get up when you're in a cold country, it's very difficult. So you miss
Mm.
Dubai.
Yes. My husband today now in Dubai with my son.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Why don't you visit Dubai also? You must be busy with your work.
Yes. 11 months. I'm going to Dubai. Mhm.
Okay, that's
11. Mhm.
11th, huh? 11th
Yes, 11 months. Much.
March. Wow, that is next month. Okay.
Yes,
You
yes,
like Dubai?
yes. I like Dubai because very people very kind. The architecture of city very nice.
Yes,
Then
exactly. Architecture is beautiful. Dubai, I mean, the infrastructure is amazing. Architectural, structures are very nice, very modern, right? It's beautiful.
very modern. In the future, look in
Yes.
the future.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a very futuristic city. Exactly. True.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Albina, and I hope we start the class in a positive manner. Hi, Isra. Good morning. I'm happy to have you on board, Isra. Yesterday we missed you.
I'm happy to. Even I missed the class.
Yes,
I
we
had
missed.
some commitments. I wished that we could do it early, but it's okay.
Yeah, because yesterday I was really busy. That was the reason. Otherwise, I would have accommodated. And
Yes.
if you all are busy, please tell me one day early so I can change the time. If you all are busy.
Yes.
Because suddenly it's very difficult for me to change the time. That's the issue. Otherwise there's no issue. So anyway, I hope you all are good, and yesterday was a very interesting lesson. We did about auditory skills, visual skills, and kinesthetic skills, how our nervous system really works, okay, how it really creates learning outcomes, and how it builds learning capacities. I'm feeling very cold today. I don't know why. Even though it's not a cold day today, I'm feeling very cold. Maybe I'm in a very high altitude. My apartment is on 23rd floor, so maybe that's the reason. So anyway, so today is a very exciting day because we are starting off with a positive note about. Yes, sorry. Okay. I thought there was a disturbance. So there was as we talk about the subject, what is auditory skill, what is visual skill, and what is kinesthetic skill. I'll just run through the subject very in a very summarized form. So because Isra was not there yesterday, so that she could understand. We spoke about how our auditory skills connect to our visual skill connects to the brain and explains things, like for example, if I look at a board when I'm walking on the street, I can read it's Sharjah, Dubai, I can read the board signs, okay. So that message goes to my brain when I visually see, when I see the board, right? And if you see how do you read? When you open a book, you see what is written, right? You visually comprehend that and mentally understand whatever you're reading. So that's how our visuals work, our eyes work. Then auditory, when you listen to a podcast, you can listen to a speech, you can listen to a motivational speech, that message goes into the brain. What are you doing now? You're using your auditory skill, you all are listening while I'm talking. Then kinesthetic, skill. That is the physical skill. Okay, how you feel, how anything that is more physical, right? So these are the three components that we use in NLP to understand other people, to acknowledge other people, look at the body language, how they move, how physically how they move, whatever, right? So now when we take these three components, it's really interesting to study this, because that's how the human behavior is implemented and watched. Because of visual skills, okay, and auditory skill and kinesthetic skills, these skills are very important for the human capacities, because that's how we, without eyes we will not be able to see, without the aid of hearing we wouldn't be able to listen or understand anything, and without kinesthetic skills we won't be able to uh, physically go around. So kinesthetic skills can be feelings, touch. It can be, anything that is physically, you, like in the sense the physic, how you use your physiology to express yourself, to do anything. Now, for example, when I'm happy, what is the facial expression I have in my face? A smile, right? When I'm sad, you'll never see a sad person smiling. Unless they do it just to, be polite or something. But you're not internally happy, or you're not internally smiling. You're just living with the grief, whatever. So every expression of a human being is shown through their physical features, like a smile, like a sad face, or if you have pain, if somebody has pain, you will realize from their facial expression that they are in pain. So everything is connected to the human mind, to the soul, to the brain, to the human physiology, and these all three things work together. Brain works to acknowledge. Eyes learn, actually give us the capacity of looking, that is visual. Auditory gives us the capacity to hear, okay. And kinesthetic is a physical gesture that shows that you're a living person, right? How you feel, how do you build your skills, everything is through our feelings. What are we? We are just energies, right? We are basically energy, right? This energy is bestowed upon human beings because human beings have the capacity to acknowledge what is right and what is wrong. Now, for when you think of the ethical grounds of a human being, like from school you're taught you shouldn't lie. That's a universal thought process, right? Everywhere in the world, every human being, every citizen is taught not to lie, not to cheat, not to rob, not to do in get involved in anything that is not right. So we are being taught from childhood, from our parents, from our schools, from everything, what is right, what is wrong. So that is a universal ethical behavior. Ethical lesson that the entire human race generally learns. But then there are other things that are personal, cultural, that we learn. That is different. And our greetings is universal. When we say hi, hello, is a very universal greeting. Most of the people use highs and hellos. So everything that is universal, okay, we know, okay, most of it. Okay, it can differ from culture to culture, okay, it can differ to society, but generally little things are very common. We are taught, maybe in every country they are teaching you to be ethical, be a good citizen, be a good child as a young child when you go to school. So that may be taught in different languages, but every country teaches their citizens to be good human beings. So now, when we take this universal aspect of the world, what is the greatest universal aspect? If you don't speak a language, you smile, gesture of smile. So now we in NLP, we use these three components, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, as a human interactive method. So without these visual skills, you cannot interact. If I cannot see, now I can't see you on the screen, right, ladies? So I really don't know, unless I've seen you, that exactly how you look, right? So actually, then there is no What is the interaction we are having? We are having more. You're listening with your auditory skills. I'm talking with my communication skills, right? So we are interacting in that way so that we understand each other. So today I just summarized what we did, Isra, so that that was a huge lesson, but I just constrained it in a smaller and a summarized manner so that you can understand.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
No problem. So that you are not missing out on anything. That's why. So now Hafsha, Albina, and Isra, you all are actually jumping into something where we are doing analytical abilities, right? We're analyzing ourselves. Now, what you're doing basically currently is you're thinking, what kind of person are you? Okay. Are you a visual person? Are you an auditory person? Are you a kinesthetic person? Now, if I tell you, what kind of person are you? Do you like to, like, for example, if you say, if you ask me, am I a visual person? Yes, I'm very visual.
Mhm.
Okay, because I like to watch things, I like to see things, I like to travel the world because I am a visual person. I like watching beautiful things, I love beautiful things. So like, in the sense, I'm very visual when it comes to and I'm kinesthetic as well as auditory, but I am basically a highly visual human being. What are you as a human being? Are you visual, auditory, or kinesthetic?
I think I'm visual. Even I like to see things, visualize things. I prefer seeing more than hearing.
Okay. What about Albina? Are you visual, kinesthetic, or auditory human being? What kind of human being are you? You get connected easily in which sense?
I think that I am visual and I am kinesthetic combination because I like watch, see, I like beautiful things. That is why I am visual.
Yeah,
But I like smell, I like comfort. That is why I think that I kinesthetic too.
yeah. I am also. I mean, you can say I'm a combination of kinesthetic as well. That's right. We are all in some way. So that's what. And Hafsha, thank you, Albina. Hafsha, are you kinesthetic, visual, or auditory personality?
Ma'am, I think I'm all three, but I think um, or like listening, like hearing things around me, the sound needs to be more peaceful.
Okay. So you are more of an auditory person where you like peaceful sounds and peaceful surroundings, is it?
Yes.
So see, we all are different. That's why the universe is so beautiful. If we were all same, universe will be the world will be a very boring place. Because if everybody was same, everybody was in peace, if everybody was in harmony, we wouldn't think, right? Peace and harmony is definitely very important. It's a part of life. But all the difficult times and the challenges and all the noises that makes us unhappy, happy, makes us human, right? We learn to face our challenges, the difficulties, the hurdles. I always think that if I didn't have problems, if I didn't have certain problems in the past, my future wouldn't be what I am today, right? So the problems that were in the past, at that point, it was like, oh my God, it is unbearable. But when I think of today, I count it as my blessings. If I didn't have those issues, I won't be who I am. So, Alhamdulillah. So that's what I mean. When you think of your problems as a blessing in the future, at that moment you will think, oh, it's a huge challenge. I cannot face it. I cannot take it anymore. But when time goes by, then challenges become blessings, because without that experience you wouldn't be the human you are today. So when we walk through the journey of life, we realize that our problems can be a blessing in the future. So when these blessings become a, a part of it, a part of you, you embrace those negativities and positivities. Today I was reading early morning. I actually every day read something that motivates me. So today I was reading about Dr. Damity. He's an Australian doctor and a professor and a NLP trainer. So I was reading a really nice short note that he had written. He had written that I am enough for myself and I am perfect as I am. With my imperfections, I become a perfect human being because I learned to rectify all my difficult times into positivity. And that is so true. So when you change your perception in life, your thought processes in life, you think of it as a positive gain when it's even a negativity, that empowers you to build yourself. So when we go by, you may be 30, you may be 20, you may be 40, you may be 50, that doesn't matter. Every human being, even a 60, 70, 80 years old person, even if he has one day of his life and if he lives to the fullest on that one day, it's worth a lifetime. Because people do not live, they exist. People who exist are never happy. Okay, what is the meaning of existing? Can you tell me?
They don't, the people who don't live, they exist, are the people to whom happiness and sorrow doesn't matter. They're just being there and they're not bothered about any surrounding or themselves.
Okay, and Hafsha, what is the meaning of existing in your mindset? Difference between living and existing.
Have you asking me?
Yes, I asked you.
I think I think they're just people who just go along with anything and they
Yes,
don't live the fullest, being sad, being depressed, being negative,
that is living or existing.
existing.
Existing is that you're not mindful, you're just living by the edge. That's what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, fine, that's it. Albina, you understood what it is. It is just living. Existing is you are not living, you're just existing, surviving. Okay, that's it. So people who exist in the world do not, they'll just exist and they die off. They have no strategy. What is living? Living is something that you want to live beautifully. You want to enjoy life. You want to, even a cup of tea can make you happy. I love tea. That's why I thought of tea. Okay. So even a cup of tea, even when I have a cup of tea, I make sure I put it in the kettle, I sit, I take time to sip my tea because I love to enjoy every moment in my life because I am worth it. That's what I feel. So every human is worth it. Okay? Every human needs to value themselves. Like Albina, yes, showed us her surrounding. It was snowy, right? But she was still enjoying the snow that day when she showed us. Okay, so even the anything in life, little things like the weather, like a cup of tea, like a friend, anything must empower you, make you happy. That is called living life. How will you live life? Because I'm jumping into a subject that's interesting. Today's question answers. So in another 5 minutes, I think I'll jump into the subject. So when you live your life to the fullest, what happens? That means you are self-worthy. You have love for yourself. You have. I always tell my educators when I teach when I teach early childhood, when you go to work, dress the best. Not that you're going for a fashion show, not because of that, because you must feel good about yourself, because you're worth it. You know, when you dress nicely, when you actually, when you eat your food in a presentable manner, when I serve my food, I serve it in a beautiful way. You know why? Not because anybody is watching me, because I am worth it. I value myself. I have self value. I have self love. Okay. I make sure even if I'm going down, I am neatly dressed. Okay, I am clean. I always make sure I smell good, not for anybody else, only for me, because I am worth it. When I look at the mirror, I must be happy. Okay, I must feel that I am worth it. It's important that a human being feels worth it. You have to be very, very capable to feel that way. For example, I even if you're very educated and rich, it doesn't matter. It is nothing if you're not happy, right? Happiness is everything. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
And
Mhm.
peacefulness, you have to be highly peaceful, and you have to be calm, and you have to align with the peaceful surrounding. Okay, if
Yeah.
you're rich and famous and if you're not happy, that is not worth it. That's not living, that is existing, right? What is living? Living is being calm, being happy, being composed. Okay, and enjoying even a simple day at home. Even if you're in your pajamas, if you can enjoy a sip of coffee or tea peacefully in a happy manner, alhamdulillah. So what happens is your mind, your soul, everything is at peace. When it's at peace, you can learn, you can empower yourself, when you can build. The first step to success is to be happy with yourself. Embrace yourself the way you are. Embrace yourself the way you live. Embrace the way you actually. If somebody, the other day I had gone for a seminar a while ago. So there were many professors sitting, and suddenly there was a question they asked. That one professor asked, would you want to be somebody else? Would you want to be somebody else who is famous, who is capable? I said no. I would never want to be anybody other than Nihara. I love me. I love my age. I love everything about me. I have no difficulties or no these things. I love my life. Any regrets? That's what I mean. I love my life, and I take all my negativity or all my challenges as a building point for a positive life, a challenge that would make me a better human, and that is really true. So, when you're happy and at peace with yourself, what happens over there? What happens? Tell me. Can anybody tell me, ladies? When you're at peace with yourself and if you love yourself, what happens to your mind?
You spread positivity around. When we are peaceful, when we are at peaceful mind and happy, we spread happiness, we spread positivity around us.
Obviously, we do that. That's right. So, what happens is you don't want anybody's validation. Okay? You don't want to be validated by anybody. You know who you are and you're at peace. When you're not at peace is when you don't trust yourself. You have self doubt. You don't respect yourself. You don't value yourself. You are not satisfied by yourself. Then what happens in life? You are never in peace. You
Yes.
cannot be in peace. You're existing. Because everything what you think is you're you're not happy with. When you're not happy with yourself, how can you be happy with anybody else?
Yes.
You can never be happy with anybody else. First learn to be happy by yourself. You know, I always
Yes.
tell my students and my friends also, I always make sure that once a week I go for a walk. I go every day for a walk, but once a week I go to a coffee shop, have a cup of coffee on my own. On my own, I don't go with anybody, any friend or anyone, any family. You know why? Because I want to enjoy my life by myself as well.
Yes.
Peace, I want that peace in me. So in life, it's very important to build that peacefulness with yourself. The day you become peaceful with yourself, the world will become a beautiful place. The day
Yes.
you embrace yourself, you will be a happy person. You will have no self doubt, you will have nothing. The only thing that I have is different from many people is I love myself a lot. That's not self obsession, that's self respect.
Yes.
Okay, that's I respect myself, I value myself, I see what I like in life, I give time to myself. So that's the reason I can teach children, because when I love myself, I show them how to love themselves. Because we
Yes.
are 4 years old children in the nursery. If I'm managing the nursery as a manager, I have to love myself first. If I don't love myself, how will I show them compassion? How will I show them love? How will I show them anything? I can't show. Okay, so same way when I'm speaking to you, if I don't have respect for myself, how will I get your respect? How will I get how will I make you listen to what I believe in, right?
Yes.
I have to be that person, otherwise you can't. So from today, what I want you to do, is to build that person that, they actually psychologists say that they ask you, who is your favorite person? I
Mhm.
always say Jacinta Ardern. She's the president of New Zealand. She's a woman, and now she's resigning. So she resigned, I think. Yeah. So this lady is such a compassionate leader, and I really love her, and I really look up upon her. So if you have high standards for yourself, very high standards, you will reach that standard. You have
Yes.
to have high standards. You can't have low standards. You can't say, "Oh, I'll be whatever." You're a mother. You are a child's future. I'm an educator. Like, for example, if I have a child, I am teaching the child. If I'm an educator, I have to be a high valued individual to teach that child. I must have high expectations. Okay. And that is the problem people don't have. They don't expect high expectations. So when you have high expectations, lots of self value, you're going to create magic. When you walk into a place, everybody will respect you, value you, because you are respecting yourself.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
valuing yourself. You are believing in yourself. So when you
Mhm.
believe in yourself, magic happens, because everybody will look up on you. Now, today, what have I done? What am I doing right now? I have
Analyzing.
analyzing what I have so much by God's grace, Alhamdulillah, by Allah's grace, I have confidence to speak. Okay, so I am talking. What am I doing? I am motivating you because I believe in myself. I
Yes.
Mhm.
believe in what I'm saying. I believe in what I'm expressing. Yeah. So you have to build those abilities to become a future uh, positive human being. You have to have high value systems. You must have high expectations from you. And you have to be a go getter.
Yes.
When I give professional training for educators, I always tell them that first thing when they come, I tell them, please take a seat. And when the group sits, I always tell them, do you feel that you're worthy? Do you
Hmm.
feel you're worthy? And they say yes or no, whatever. And why don't you feel like that? You are valuable. That's why you're an educator. You are here because you are valuable. So you must have that self value in yourself. That's the reason you should dress well. You should keep yourself cleanly. You have to keep your surrounding beautiful. You have to respect yourself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's the reason that today we as human beings are not progressive, because we have self doubt. We don't have enough respect for ourselves. Okay, so build that, and you will see magic happening to yourself. Okay,
Yes.
so today's lesson is going to be really, today's actually we are having a question answer time. So let's see how it goes. Okay,
Yes.
Mhm.
any questions before I jump into this? You can ask me. I'm
No.
requesting you to ask because we're jumping into question answer. That's right.
I'm thinking, ma'am. Actually, I had a general question yesterday, but I forgot. I was like, I'll just write it in my notebook quickly,
Uh-huh.
and then I got busy with something and I
No
forgot.
worries. So you can ask me coolly. And presentation. Yes. Okay, fine. Give me a second. I'll just connect. And actually, you can ask me, Albina, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
No, no. No, thank you. I don't question.
Okay, thank you.
They're all
What is it?
clever. They're all clever. Mhm.
Clear. That's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Representational system preference test. We're having a test today. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am, we can't see the screen.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Sorry, just a minute. I'll just connect it. I hope you all are enjoying the course, ladies.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm very excited to see the slide because of the excitement it's shown on your face. I'm just waiting what is going to come ahead and I'm so thrilled about it.
Life is going to be thrilling. You can see?
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
can see.
So life is going to be thrilling and you're going to change your perception in life. Everything,
Inshallah. Yes.
everything is perception, is projection. If it's your mindset. Now, for example, the other day, it is such a funny thing. I have a friend who is an educator and she's a professor as well. So I meet her often for coffee. The other day, she was telling me, you look very happy. And I said, mashallah, I always look happy. So then she told me that your face is glowing. I said, not because of anything. I have not applied any cream or anything. It's only because I love myself.
Yes.
It's only because of that. You may apply the most expensive cream, the most expensive anything, but that happy feeling will come only when you are in peace with yourself. You know, when you have peace in your heart, you elevate that peace, and that spreads around you. Sorry, and it gives joy to the other people. You know, we only like happy people. Do you like to speak to a negative person who always complains? We don't
No.
like to, you know, because negative people bring us down. Okay, and positive people raise us up, right? That's the difference. So you always want to be with positive happy people. Why do you like to talk to me? Because you feel that things are going to go well, right? Everything is going to be fun, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
if I'm a negative person who is not smiling and I have a long face and always I'm negative,
Mm.
you wouldn't speak to me, coordinate with me, because it's a very annoying thing. That's why, people who work in HR, people who work for customer service need to learn to be positive people, because it's
Yes.
human interactions. You need that positivity. You must actually spread. I mean, it's an energy. Positivity is an energy. You must be able to spread it. It's very magnetic, like
Yes.
hiccups. Like when you keep hearing the hiccups, it's irritating, right? So
Yes.
it's like something like that. When people are negative, it's like going to a hospital. Yesterday I gave an example. It's like walking into a hospital. What do you feel? Even if you're not very sick, you don't feel nice to go to a hospital. You go because you have to go, right? It's something like
Yes.
that. Preference, okay, preference test. Okay, for each of the following statements, please place a number next to every phrase. For every question, you can only use a number once. So you will have four different answers, each with a different number. I'll just expand this. My I have these glasses are not very nice. Okay, sorry. Okay, so four different answers, each with a different number, indicating the degree of the preference. Use the following system to indicate your preferences. Now take a pen and a paper, and then you see one one first answer is least descriptive, next best description, and closest description. Okay. When I have an important, now the question is you have to answer. Is Hafsha there?
No, yes, she's back.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Hafsha, you're here, because I'm not going back to the meeting slide. I'm just on the slide of this, so I cannot see. That's why I asked. Okay,
I
so
think
Hafsha is here.
I might lose my internet because I keep doing that. It keeps coming and going.
No worries, Hafsha. Everything is fine. Don't worry. I just wanted to know. I wanted to specifically for you to be here. That was the reason I asked, because it'll be a good interaction for all of us. That's the reason. Okay. So now let's start and be positive. Take a deep breath. Think about it. You have four uh, answers, like four boxes, like least descriptive, next best description, and closest description. Now you have to answer uh, these four questions. Okay, you have to put I mean, one of it, like for example, there are like in the sense five questions over here, and there are
Yes.
four answers over here, right? Like it, you can just describe them in each different manner. When I have an important decision to make, I base it on gut feeling and intuition, the option and that sounds the best, the option that looks the best, the most logical option following a precise review and a study of the issue. Now there are four questions, these things, answers over here. Okay. When I have an important decision to make, I base it on which one? What does it describe? From all this, which is the best described version of yourself?
So, ma'am, we have to point all the four options, or we have to point the best option for ourselves.
I'll tell you, we'll just point the best one option because that'll be more practical for us currently. Okay. We'll go into detail later, but just point out one and tell that describes you to the closest or the best or the least.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on, tell me. Isra, which one have you chosen?
The
And what?
fourth option is the closest
Logical of
description.
the most logical one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how would you describe it?
Uh, in what manner? Sorry, ma'am.
Like, is it the closest description?
Yes, yes, it is the closest description.
Okay. And what about Hafsha?
Yeah, ma'am. I would go with the first one. Should I give my answer?
Yeah, yeah, please.
The first one, my gut feeling and intuition.
Okay. Okay. Uh, you'll go with the gut, right? And Isra will go with the most logical. Okay. And what about Albina?
I choose the first
Hmm?
gut feeling situation.
Which one? Sorry, come again.
Yes, the first.
The gut. Okay, the gut feelings. Okay. Now, today we'll just pick it up. Then I'll explain how to do the exact thing. So it's a good thing. We'll just pick the answer. We don't have to tell what is least descriptive, the most descriptive, because we have to do it one by one. So I'm not going like that. I'm just taking just your answer right now. Okay. Then I will tell you then I'll explain what you can do next. Okay. During an argument, I'm most influenced by what the other person says and their tone of voice, whether or not I can see the other person's point of view, the logic of the other person's argument, whether or not I can get in touch with the other person's true feeling. Now, Isra, you can start this. Come on, tell me.
Ma'am, can I think for a minute
Yeah.
about the
Okay,
options?
I'll give you all a minute to think. Once you all have thought, you tell me. Okay, come on. You're all ready? Anyone's ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, tell me.
Uh, it will be the fourth one, and that is the most closest to the description that I think about what is other person's feelings at that time.
Okay, fine. That's good. And what about Hafsa?
Hafsa is not here,
Okay,
ma'am.
what about Albina?
The logic of the other person's argument.
Okay, the logic behind the argument. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Other person's argument. Yeah. So that's fine. Okay. We'll wait for Hafsha. When Hafsha is not here yet, so we'll go to the next one. I most easily communicate what is going on for me by the way I dress and look, the feeling I share, the words I choose, the tone of my voice. Take your time. I'll give you 1 second, 1 minute. It's okay.
I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, tell me, please.
It's the tone of my voice that speaks a lot.
Okay. And what about Albina?
The feeling I share.
Okay, the feeling I share. Okay, fine. Afsha is not here, right? I'm asking you all, sorry, because I'm not.
No, 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 ma'am. She's not here.
It is the easiest for me to find the ideal volume and tuning on hi-fi system. Select the most intellectually relevant point in an interesting subject. Select the most comfortable furniture. Select rich, attractive color combinations.
Sorry, ma'am. If you don't mind, can you tell what is a hi-fi system?
Hi-fi system is, for example, find ideal volume and tuning on the hi-fi system. It can be music. It can be like in the sense you can listen to music in a high volume.
Okay, okay.
Come on. This is a question that shows that what is easiest for you to do, what is most comfortable for you to do.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm done, ma'am.
Okay, tell me.
It's such a coincidence. I'm liking all the fourth options. I think
Okay.
I can choose the color combinations easily.
Okay.
The fourth option.
Select rich
It's
attractive color.
it's closest to the description.
Okay, fine. And what about Albina?
The two select the most intellectually relevant point and select it.
Subject. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm very attuned to the sounds of my surrounding, adept at making sense of new facts and data, sensitive to the way articles of clothing feel on my body, responsive to colors and to the ways a room looks.
It's the first one for me, ma'am.
The surrounding. Okay.
Yes, the sounds of my surrounding.
And what about Albin?
Сейчас 1 minute. Так, чувствительный. Теперь closing the они так color and the way. Очень. Maybe responsive to color and to the way a room looks.
Okay. Okay, now one thing. Okay, thank you very much for this. I will, okay, before I discuss about these questions, first thing is we have a meeting on Sunday. Sunday we can, because I want to meet you guys up after the class individually. So after the Sunday class, 10 minutes, I'll have 10 to 15 minutes. Who wants to have the time? Because you can get Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
Sorry, ma'am. Sunday we don't have classes.
Sorry, Monday. Sorry, I have another class on Sunday. Sorry, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So sorry. Thanks, Isra.
No problem, ma'am. I'm okay with any of the three.
Mm.
Yes, I'm okay with any of the 3 day.
What about Albina? Because after the class, I want one person each day. I want to individually discuss their problems and their difficulties. So I understand you all better. That's the reason. So which day you like? You like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Which day do you want?
Monday.
Give Hafsha Monday if she's free because Hafsha wanted to really talk to me.
Yes, ma'am. I'll speak to her.
Okay, just tell her Monday from you want the class at 5 o'clock or you like the morning sessions?
Ma'am, let's keep to 4 to 5. That will be better.
Okay, fine. So 5 to 5:15, you all will have a meeting with me individually. Hafsha will have it on Monday.
Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will inform the institute not to disconnect us, the ladies, if it's Hafsha's appointment by 5 o'clock, you all can leave. I'll speak to Hafsha alone, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And Tuesday you can be there, Albina, if you want, or Isra, you can discuss.
Tuesday, Tuesday is very good.
Okay, so then Albina will be on Tuesday. And
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday is Isra okay, Wednesday?
Yes, ma'am. No issues.
Okay, so after the class, please don't leave. Okay, the person who is supposed to be, rest of the crowd can leave. Isra and Albina can leave when it's Hafsha's meeting on at 5 o'clock. If it's Albina's meeting, Albina has to stay, and Isra's meeting, Isra has to stay, and the others have to leave. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is it clear, Albina?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
lovely. Okay, because I want to individually speak and find out what are your difficulties and how you can overcome, so that I can actually, everybody's issues are different. Nobody's issues are the same, you know. So I must individually have a conversation with you all. So that's what. Okay. So
Yes.
it can actually, I'm telling 5 to 5:15, but it can go up 5-10 minutes here and there. I don't mind. We can discuss. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's it. So that's that. And another one thing I want to tell you all, today's questions we have to do in detail. Now, I want you all next time, okay, to analyze what is the closest to you all. And like,
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, I'm sorry. I want to change my first answer. I think I will go with the gut feelings and intuition rather than the fourth option.
okay. You can go for the intuitions, no problem.
Yes.
Okay. So no problem. We always why we speak about these things. When I have an important decision to make, I base it on my gut feeling. Yes, I also I really base it on my gut feeling, because I really think my gut feeling, human gut feeling, is very very important. There are times that when, like in the sense, when I meet somebody, honestly, I know whether I am going to be a friend or not to that person. Yeah, I don't know. That's my gut feeling. Like, for example, my very good friend who I met in a cable car in Switzerland. Today we are best friends. She's a Swiss. And I think when I met her, while we were talking, we were just started. When she gave me her number and I gave her my number, I knew that we are going to have a very beautiful friendship for life. I don't know why I felt that. That was my gut feeling. Okay, that's strange. And today we are very, very good friends. So our gut feeling also gives us the capacity to feel something. You know, we are full of energy, human beings. We are all energy, right?
Yes.
Our feelings are energy, right? How we feel, our happiness, our joy, our sorrow, uh, everything is an energy. How we feel. There are times we don't feel good about something. Suddenly we feel the depressive mode, the happy mode. All this is a feeling, and it's an energy that is in us, that we feel that way. So if your energy is positive and happy, okay, you have this gut feeling of joy. But if your feeling is not very nice, there are many times I have read in many documentaries that people say the morning the accident took place, I had a very bad feeling, because that person felt there is something not correct, you know. That was the gut feeling of that person, even though the person went ahead. There are lots of times that we have to go ahead even when we have a bad feeling, right? We have to go ahead with our appointments, our whatever commitments it is. So still we human being have, we do have that gut feeling. That's human nature, right? So people will go with their gut feeling. And some people are more logical. Now I have a friend, she never goes with her gut. I go with my gut feeling. Most of my gut feeling is correct, because I don't know why I go with my gut feeling. But one of my friends, she's more logical. She thinks about things in a logical manner, and she always, and that's a very good thing as well, because she weighs herself with logic. I weigh myself with my gut. Okay, my thoughts. I weigh my thoughts with my gut. So what happens is, when you weigh yourself with gut, like, I mean, the thought processes with gut, you can be wrong at times. You might lose a good opportunity because of your gut. right? You might
Yes.
gain something because of your gut. Okay, so gut feeling is a uh, very strange. Now, it's so strange and it's so powerful as well, right? Intuitions are really something that I am very familiar with. Maybe because I study about the brain, I study about human psychology. So it's so easy to connect. But people who are very logical, they cannot connect like that. Who are very, very logical. Now, I have friends who are very logical. We argue also on the subject, and we talk, but I think they're very analytical. And that's very good because when you use logic and analysis, you become more uh, informative about what you're thinking. You give more clarity to your thought process, and that's very good. Okay, so see, that's the reason we are all different, right? We are all different because our views are different, our thinking patterns are different, our thought processes are different. So so that's very, very important, and it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so interesting. So when we build our feelings, the gut feeling, what happens is that we are thinking with our heart, right? And our mind, but our heart works more further than the mind at that point, right?
Yes.
Because we're talking about feelings, we're not talking about logic. That's right.
Yes. Ma'am, Hafsa is here.
My dear Hafsha, where did you disappear, dear?
Sorry, ma'am, I lost connection. I'm really sorry. I connected
Don't
back.
worry,
Uh,
don't worry. We are human. Don't worry, it happens. Okay, don't take stress. So we did this, Hafsha. Your meetup with me is on Sunday. After the
Monday, ma'am.
Sunday, sorry, Monday, Monday, because I have another NLP class on Sunday. Sorry. So Monday is your meet up with me from 5 to 5:15 individually. Okay, it can go a little further. It can go up to 5:20, 5:25. It's okay. But after the class, other students will leave. You will stay online so that we can have a conversation. Is that works with you?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. I gave you the first appointment. I gave Albina the second on Monday, Tuesday, and I gave Isra the third one on Wednesday, right? Because
Yeah.
you had asked me first, so I gave you the first preference. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
In that appointment, can I? Is it included what I want to talk to you about? Like I
yes,
want to talk about my.
that's why it can be extended. I'll speak to the institute. I'll tell them not to disconnect us. After our appointment is over, I'll send them a message to disconnect us. Okay, so don't worry. I'll give you time.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
that works with you, right? Monday.
Yes, ma'am. It works with me.
That's great. Okay. So now you were not here while we answered these questions. The rest did it. So I'll continue with you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. During an argument, you did the first one, right?
Yes.
Okay, we start with the second one, right? Okay, during an argument, I'm most influenced by what the other person says and their tone of voice, whether or not I can see the other person's point of view, the logic of the other person's argument, whether or not I can get in touch with the other person's true feeling. Which one would you choose? You can think about it. I'll give you 1 second. 1 minute, sorry.
I thought about it before. Before when I answered the first one,
Yeah.
I thought about the second one as well.
Hmm.
I'm most influenced by the first one, what the other person says and their tone of voice.
Okay, fine. Okay. I thought as much. Okay, so the most easily communicate what is going on for me by the way I dress and look, the feeling I share, the words I choose, the tone of my voice.
Uh,
Take your time. Don't worry. Don't take stress.
what does the question mean?
Uh, I most easily communicate what is going on for me by the way I dress and look, the way you express yourself. For example, if you're in a mood, you dress very well, you feel good, you communicate in a positive manner. Okay, at that very point, or the feeling I share, the words I choose, the tone of my voice, everything will show how you feel. It's more of a kinesthetic question.
Uh, when I, if according to how I feel, the way I dress and I look would be shown, like what I actually
Way
feel.
to express yourself, obviously, by dressing.
The tone of my voice as well.
Okay.
Uh, I would be, if I'm in a better mood, then I will talk in a better way.
Okay. Fine. Okay. It is easiest for me to find the ideal volume and tuning on a hi-fi system. Select the most intellectually relevant point in an interesting subject. Select the most comfortable furniture. Select rich, attractive color combinations. What is the easiest for you?
Uh, find the ideal volume and tuning in the high in a high five on a high five system.
Okay, I'm very attuned to the sounds of my surroundings, adept at making sense of new facts and data, sensitive to many articles of clothing feel on my body, responsive to colors and to the way a room looks.
I think it's the first one and the last one.
Okay, the sounds of my surrounding,
Yeah.
responsive, okay, colors and to the way the room looks. The two, okay, fine. Okay, so that was
It's
Hafsha's.
11 o'clock.
Oh. So that was Hafsha's answer, and these were Hafsha's answers. Sorry. So today we learned a lot about ourselves, but we didn't do in an accurate manner because we have more discussions on these questions, which will come about on Monday with another slide as well. And I will meet you all on Monday, inshallah. And please be ready for the meetup, Hafsha. And so that's your first day for meetup with me. Please keep your questions ready so that you know your personal or general questions which we require while we do the meetup, so that we have clarity to what your requirements are, so that it has more clarity for me to assess you and speak to you. So please make sure you write down your questions before you come. And Tuesday Isra, sorry. Tuesday Albina, Wednesday Isra, sorry. So what we will do is you can write your questions and come so that it'll have more clarity for me to assess you and understand you, so that it is going to be really beneficial for all of us. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
keeping all that in mind, any questions? Because I'm going to leave now. It's 11 o'clock.
No questions.
Uh,
No question.
Lovely. Okay. Have a great weekend and enjoy your great weekend, and come back on Monday fresh for a new start. Take care. Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
I will call you back घर जाके because I'm just come here to check for my daughter's first. हाँ हाँ बोल दे तू तो ठीक है जो चाहिए बोल सकती है तू तो गरीब आदमी है. Okay baby, you carry with your work and I will catch you soon. ठीक है. तू आजा मेरे पास. Check me out if you're made of gold or not. I'm ready to listen to it. ठीक है यार, it's alright, it's alright. I know you have a problem with your mobile. To carry on. Come and wake me up now. आजा. Just also sleep today. I am actually selling vada pav right now in Mumbai. ये सोना नहीं है क्या लड़की? हाँ? Love you. मुझे तो मालूम नहीं. You have to tell me. Okay now. But don't be that goody girl. You tell me where you want me to kiss you. I'll give. Yes, baby. A big, long kiss on your lips. Okay? Love you. मसाज इसे करती रहती है. I am actually selling vada pav right now in Mumbai. ये सोना नहीं है क्या लड़की? हाँ? मसाज इसे करती रहती है. मेरा भी सर दुख रहा है. Love you too, sweetheart. Chal baby, you sleep. I will also go and get some food to eat. Then I will also sleep today. मेरा भी सर दुखना पड़ा, but not as much as you. हाँ?
नहीं हो, अगर तुम शादी के बारे में किसी से भी कहोगी तो फिर अब राखी को कोई कुछ भी समझता है कि वो झूठ बोली या झूठा केस किया, आदिल को फंसाया। 2021 में भी एक शादी हो चुकी है मैसूर में, उसके बारे में भी अभी कुछ दिनों से जानकारी मिली है। 1.5 करोड़ लेने के बाद आदिल का ग्रेजुअली बिहेवियर चेंज हो गया। शादी तो 8 महीने मतलब 29 मई 2022 में हुई थी और राखी बहुत खुश थी शादी को लेके। वो पब्लिकली बहुत चाह रही थी कि वो पब्लिकली आए, अपनी शादी के बारे में लोगों को बताए, उसे एक अच्छी तरीके से ग्रैंड तरीके से उसको शादी करनी थी, बट आदिल ने मना करके रखा था। और काफी दिनों से आदिल राखी को ब्लैकमेल करते थे, अगर तुम शादी के बारे में बताओगी, शादी के बारे में किसी से भी बात करोगी तो मैं तुम्हें एक्सपोज कर दूंगा। इस तरह से उसको डराता था, धमकाता था और उसको स्ट्रिक्टली वार्न किया गया था कि तुम मुझे जानती नहीं हो, अगर तुम शादी के बारे में किसी से भी कहोगी तो फिर तुम्हें मैं बाद में देख लूंगा। मन जो तन जो नजर से चाहे दिल के पास होता है, चाहे तो जहाँ भी पालो वही खास होता है। मांगू मैं अब क्या रब से, पाया है तुझको जब से, इश्क तेरा हम पे तारी रक्स में जलो। कहीं सजदा एक खुदा को पढ़ो करना या मैं दुआ दूं, दोनों ही एक खुदा। कहीं सजदा एक खुदा को पढ़ो करना या मैं दुआ दूं, दोनों ही एक खुदा। मन झूम झूम तन झूम झूम मन झूम झूम गाए, तन झूम झूम मन झूम झूम मन झूम झूम गाए। मैडम मुझे पसंद है, अब इसको इडली इडली लवर बिंदु वड़ा, सब बिंदु वड़ा और उसके साथ गुजराती ढोकला। ढोकला किधर अभी मम्मा बहुत सुंदर लग रहे हैं। मम्मी ऑलवेज सुंदर था, ऑलवेज सुंदर। पापा के साथ और ज्यादा निखर गया चेहरा। पापा नहीं अच्छे लग रहे, अच्छे लग रहे हैं, बहुत प्यारे लग रहे हैं। मेरा फेवरेट कलर है ये जो मैंने पहना है। निकालो, अरे निकालो। चाय ये बहुत स्पेशल चाय है, आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगी, ये सिर्फ मिलेगी घर पे और अश्मिता ज्योति DH बिल्डिंग और मम्मा के हाथ की। बहुत ही बढ़िया चाय, दुनिया में कहीं नहीं मिल सकती है ये, बहुत बढ़िया। ये देखो ये मेरे किचन की अल्लाह, ये चाय पूरी बिल्डिंग को पिलाएगी। नहीं आप, मैं, पापा ये तो पीते नहीं है।
मेरे को अर्शी का आदमी चाय पीनी भी नहीं है, सॉरी।
देखो चाय के एक घड़ा भर के चाय रखी है इसने। अल्लाह मेरा घर में ये पत्ते की पमाई सब है। चल मैं आज सिखाती तेरे को कैसे बनाती। जब मैं नहीं रहूंगी इधर तो तू बनाना मस्त घर में और सबको खिलाना और मुझे भी खिलाना, है ना। बताती थी कि चाय खाली नहीं पीनी चाहिए और बहुत बार मैंने ये बातें भी जिक्र की थी कि मुझे ये चीजें अर्शी बहुत ज्यादा जिद करती कि मम्मा खाली चाय नहीं पीना है। अभी भी देखो पूरा डब्बा खोल कर रखे कि नहीं खाली चाय नहीं पियोगे, बिस्किट चाय एक खाओ। और उनके पापा को तो बहुत ज्यादा ही मजा आ रहा है।
क्या एकदम मस्त जगह, चाय एक नंबर बनी। और सोने पे सुहागा क्या हो गया मालूम है? अहमदाबादी। एकदम बेस्ट, क्या टेस्ट है इसका।
बहुत टेस्टी है, मैंने खाएगा देना।
तबीयत खुश हो गई।
और जिन्होंने ये अहमदाबाद जो भाई ने हमको ये गिफ्ट किए, तो अगर आप मेरा ब्लॉग देखते हो तो मैंने बताई हो, तो ये मेरी बेटी का ब्लॉग अगर ये भी देखते हो तो हम यहाँ भी आपको थैंक यू बोलना चाहते हैं।
बपन भाई तुम्हारा बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
तो तुम मेरे को बताएंगे तो मैं बोल दूँ।
मैं सुबह जल्दी जाऊंगा बस।
अरे पर तुम्हारी ये कौन सी बात होती है, कभी शाम को जा रहा हो कभी सुबह जा रहा हो।
अभी ये सब इतनी तकलीफ से छोड़ के चला जाता। ये अभी चला जाता।
Want to feel healthy and energized from morning?
बात तो आपकी थी, क्यों हम किसी के भरोसे नहीं जाती आप भाई बिग बॉस? क्यों जाना था? माँ से बढ़कर बिग बॉस है कि राखी सावंत को कुछ भी हुआ मीन्स, अगर मैं जानता हूँ उसकी जान को खतरा है, कुछ भी हुआ तो डेफिनेटली मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं। मारा पीटा ये सब जान के मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ, रियली दिल तो डेफिनेटली। कितने साल आप रही, कहाँ एक भी बार आपको, बहुत सारे केसेस हैं, कभी भी आपको नीचे गिरने दिया? मैं आपको ताने नहीं मार रहा हूँ, मैं बहुत सच्चाई व्यक्त कर रहा हूँ। मैं जानता हूँ कि आपके साथ गलत हुआ है, आपने मुझे बताया था 3 महीने पहले भी। मैं जान रहा हूँ आपके साथ गलत है, हुआ है, और रियली आपकी माँ का जो सुना कि उसमें तो गलती है, आपको भी मैं मानूंगा क्योंकि मुझे सच्चाई माँ ने बताया है, आपकी माँ ने मुझे सच्चाई बताई है। आप अगर आज इंसान हम लोग कमाते हैं सिर्फ अपने घर को बचाने के लिए, आज मेरे माँ बाप, मैं हर चीज, आज मैं इस हालत में हूँ, आज मैं इस हालत में हूँ, मुझे पर कितने लांछन लगाए गए, खुदा करे तेरी जिंदगी में मुझसे बेहतर लोग आए, तेरा दिल मगर तरसे में इसके साथ कर चले अलविदा, सोने का महल मिले, बरसने लगे हीरे मोती. I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days. I want to spend them on enjoy.
Wow.
Hey dear. Just woke up. Sorry, I couldn't get your message at all. I think the phone का problem है यार, especially when it comes to recording messages. So I couldn't understand it. But I know that you're going. I heard Ayesha. I know you're going to Dubai. So I believe you're busy. So take care, baby. And whenever you are free and you have the time and the energy, the message karna. Otherwise, it's okay. But please, manage your priorities. Okay, sweetheart. Take care. Bye. Love you.
Drama.
Hello.
Hello, drama.
Hey, baby.
I don't say baby in such a lazy manner. I also feel sleepy. What the hell? Huh?
अच्छा है ना?
इतना lazy इंसान हो. I am hyperactive. Aisha says, "Mommy, when you wake up, how do you have so much energy?" Every day she sees me.